Are you thinking of making plantain chips at home, or are you thinking of starting a small business? This recipe is your go-to recipe if you want to do both, okay? And with a few ingredients, you can achieve it. Hi, my name is Victoria. Welcome to Vicky in the Kitchen. Let's get right into this. I am using unripe plantains for this recipe. You can also use the ones that are just ripened so that they are firm. Then you want to go ahead and wash them nicely. The reason why we wash them is because sometimes you can transfer dirt from your plantain peel to the plantain itself when you are peeling it. So it's best advised to wash it and then pat it dry before peeling the plantains. Once you are done patting the plantains dry, you set that aside and you can make some salt solution by adding about a tablespoon of salt and then half a cup of water. Mix it very well until it's combined, and then you let that be aside whilst we concentrate on prepping our plantains. We want to go ahead and peel our plantains. You can peel it how best you know how to. This is just how we do it in our home. You take off the ends and then make an incision in the middle on the top somewhere there. The incision shouldn't be too deep so that it doesn't eat into the plantain, so that we can get nice and even shapes when we are doing the cutting. You can also go ahead and remove any parts of the plantains that you don't like, and repeat this process until all your plantains are nice and done. Now that we have all our plantains ready, we'll start with the first method, which is our regular kitchen knife. You want to cut as many slices as possible, as thin as you can, okay? And you can go as fast as you can with practice. Also, if you are a small business and you are looking for something that is more efficient, you can invest in a mandolin slicer. You can find them in any convenience store or in the market, and they make your work so fast. You can just slice them directly into the oil and you will be good to go, okay? So once that is done, we'll set this aside and proceed to the next method of cutting. The second method is this slicer right here. If you want the long strips, you can use this. You just have to be careful and do it gently so that you can achieve the best results. You can also use a potato slicer for this. It also works perfect for this kind of shape, okay? So once you are done slicing everything, or once you are ready, your oil should be nice and hot. You can dip in one of the plantains to check if it's nice and hot. Then add in your plantains separately so that they don't stick to one another. Okay, once you are done adding your plantains, you go ahead and add about a tablespoon of the salt solution. Make sure you spread it evenly so that it's evenly distributed. Then you want to stir it gently until it becomes nice and crispy, okay? So you don't want the fire to be too hot under this or too low. If it's too hot, it will cook too fast. It will not be crispy enough. If it's too low, it will just eat up the oil and be soggy, and we don't want that, okay? That's the goal, to get some nice and crunchy plantain chips. Once they are done, you want to take them off the heat and then put them in a sieve or on some parchment paper to drain all that excess oil. And just like that, you've made your nice plantain chips. So for the round ones, you can also use your mandolin slices and cut them directly into the oil, or you can separate them just like I am showing you right now. That is if you've pre-cut them already. I want to take this time to really thank my returning subscribers for their love and support on this channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for sharing them, commenting. Thank you. I'm so grateful for that. So, after adding the plantains, we already salted with 1 tablespoon. So I reduced the salt this time around, and I'm just going to use my hand to just drizzle the salt solution into the oil so that it can be well distributed. And then we'll fry this gently and stir it gently periodically until it gets nice and crispy, okay? So if you are new here, hi! You can consider joining our amazing family by subscribing to Vicky in the Kitchen, and I'm so grateful to have you here. You will notice that the plantain chips are beginning to shrink and they get crunchier with time. So please be watchful. This is not the time to be checking on something else. Make sure you concentrate on what you are doing so that you can get the best result. Then you want to take it off the heat and let it go on some parchment paper to drain the excess oil or on your sieve. And once you dish out all your plantains, make sure that they cool nicely so that you can package them very well. So here I have my plantains nice and well cooled down. They are crispy and absolutely looking good as well. So for our first packaging, I'm going with these rubber bags. You may use any one you find available where you are. And then you want to dish out the chips until your desired quantity. If you want to sell them, you may want to make sure that you get as equal quantities as possible. You can use like a standard cup measurement or just your weighing scale to be sure that each of the bags have equal quantities in them. So once that is done, you want to go ahead and seal the bag. Make sure it's nice and airtight. So for some bags, they have this sticky parts where you could just flip it over and it sticks. But for mine, I'm going to fold it nicely and then use my stapler to staple it very well. So I'm going to do the same thing for the longer ones also. Like I was saying earlier, this is a perfect small business idea. Plantains are not really expensive. You can start with as little or as much as you want. And you also have to make it profitable by using less costly packaging. So you can start with the rubber ones. But if you are at home or you can afford to buy airtight containers like this, then you can also fill them with the plantain chips and store them airtight so that you can keep it crispy, or you can also sell them as well. So let me know in the comment section what you think about this recipe. I'll be glad to read all your nice comments. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with your family and friends. And I will see you in my next video. God bless you all. Bye.